Hi, Dr. Dierig. Thank you very much for allowing me to do this interview with you. Could you please introduce yourself?
My name is Dr. Dave Dierig, and I have a doctorate in plant genetics and agronomy. I went to school at the University of Arizona.
How did you get interested in this field? And what's a typical day like for you?
I actually started out in a very different area. Um, when I started college, I was interested in architecture and took some classes in architecture and realized it really wasn't for me. I didn't like it. And so I switched majors and I thought, well, maybe landscape architecture would be better. And then I took some classes, I took some biology classes and some other plant-based classes and really liked it. And, I just uh, got more and more interested in the plant part and found that that's really what where my interest was. I've always kind of liked the outdoors. I always liked nature, and so it just turned out to be a good fit for me.
Great.
So yeah, what a typical day is like for me. I work on a research farm here in Arizona. I work for Bridgestone, and we're developing this rubber crop. And so we grow plants here. We grow them in the greenhouse. We grow them in the field. We grow them in growth chambers and just all kinds of different experiments where we're looking how plants grow. We're looking to select plants that have the best traits or the best qualities. And so we're making crosses between plants. So we're cross pollinating and then evaluating what the children or what the progeny act like. And so that's really what my job is about, is how can we improve this plant?
What do you like most about your career? And what's the most challenging thing about it?
The most, the I think what I like the most is when you see improvements in the plant that were never there before. Um, it's kind of like corn. We Everybody probably has eaten corn, and it's a sweet, uh, something sweet that we eat with our meals. But when you look back at it, what what corn used to look like and what corn used to taste like is very different than what it is now. And so plant breeding has the ability to very gradually take something that grows in the wild and improves it, makes it more uniform, improves the quality, improves the texture, improves all these traits that we expect when we buy corn. If we went to the store and we bought an ear of corn and it had all different colored kernels and it wasn't as sweet as what we expect now, we wouldn't be buying it. We wouldn't enjoy it the way we do now. And so it's the same way with working. What my job has always been about, working on new crops, is taking something that's just out in the wild and improving it to make it um, good for farmers to grow and makes it economically viable. So a business like Bridgestone can profit from this plant. So that's the both the challenge and also the excitement that brings to my job.
What role does your job play in understanding the bioeconomy of arid regions?
So you're asking about a bioeconomy, meaning using plants for either alternative energy or using it as a source of some kind of green chemistry products. So rubber is, you don't realize how important rubber is to our economy, but if you would think about it, if we didn't have any rubber, Amazon wouldn't be able to deliver its products. Tesla wouldn't be able to move cars, or um, other uh, other things that we use rubber for, like even Uber. We use Uber to get from place to place now, but Uber wouldn't be able to run because it wouldn't have rubber for its tires. And so we always think that, well, we can synthetically make tires, but that's not really true. We need natural rubber to be able to supplement the synthetic rubber for car tires, because synthetic rubber isn't as good as what natural rubber is what synthetic rubber can't do what Mother Nature can do. And so we have to have natural rubber to supplement car tires. For bigger truck tires, we need all natural rubber. And then for airplane tires, we can't use any synthetic rubber in the tires, because when an airplane tire lands, a synthetic rubber tire would just fall apart. So we need to have natural rubber for all kinds of tires. But we also need rubber for things like artificial arts. We need it for washing machines. We need it for um, fiber optic cables. We need it for just hundreds of things that we don't really think about. And so it's really important that with what we're doing with Guayule, to be able to have an alternative source of this natural rubber. It grows well. Another type of rubber plant grows well in the tropics in Southeast Asia, but we're looking for an alternative source that we could grow here in the desert.
Imagine I am an elementary or middle school student interested in alternative energy solutions tied to agricultural production. What advice would you give me about the future trends and potential for employment in this area?
Um, Not to just focus on energy, because that's important, uh, and we can certainly use the product from this plant to make an alternative energy. But there's really just hundreds of kinds of green chemistry products that we can get from plants. And I love my job because I love taking a new plant that's we don't think of as a crop, and developing it into something that we can potentially use for, um, it could be used for some kind of nutrient, or a feed, some kind of feed for animals, or there's just hundreds of kinds of products that haven't been discovered yet that these plants can offer. And so plant science is just a fun um, job prospect that you could think about.
Thank you for watching this interview. You can get more information about the SBAR project on sbar.arizona.edu website. You can also find more information about college majors and careers related to plant genetics and plant sciences on the following websites.